What's up guys, I'm Kada. In this video, we'll talk about the new SSR selection banner. This banner will feature 3 players from Fukurodani, the first one being KONOHA. Now KONOHA is a support opposite hitter, being good at receiving and playing defense. His first skill is a receive that when you activate your team Morale Awakening, his receive and save are increased by 10%. His second skill is just a regular save, so there isn't anything to say there. His third skill is a passive that when KONOHA is in the front row, increases block, power attack, and quick attack of all allies in the front row by 8%. And if he is in the back row, increases receive and save of all back row players instead. His fourth skill is a receive. If the result of this play is not bad, increases team morale by 20. The second player is WASHIO. He's a middle blocker that can buff his allies. His first skill is a passive that when WASHIO blocks, the power of your next receive will be increased by 20%. If the result of his block is not bad, his next block will have 20% power increase. His other skill that is worth mentioning is his third skill that when an opposing player makes a critical play, WASHIO's block increased by 2% up to 5 stacks. And last we got KOMI. He's a libero capable of buffing your allies and disrupt the other team. His first skill is a passive that will decrease your opponent's team morale by 12 if the result of his receive is not bad. His second skill is a save, and if the result of this play is not bad, increases the main stats of allies by 5% for one net crossing. His third skill is a passive that buffs KOMI's receive by 30% when he receives a power attack, and his fourth skill doesn't do anything in specific, it's just his ultimate that is just a regular receive. Now obviously, these three are really strong if you're building Fukurodani, because you need their skull bond if you want to maximize their strength, since the skull buff increases your team morale by 20 for you to enter team morale awakening faster. The majority of the players from Fukurodani benefit or have some sort of skill around that mechanic, and if you have the libero, you can also slow down your opponent's team morale. So now in terms of teams you guys can use them on, it's pretty straightforward. And as I mentioned, you want to have at least 4 players from Fukurodani, so I chose these 4. Then I have Mad Dog and Iwaizumi. It could be any other opposite and wing spiker. I chose these 2 just because they have a synergy. It buffs the power attack of both players. And then Tsuki CC is free on global, and I'll always recommend him for the second middle blocker just because you don't have to invest anything to get him. For options, you guys can switch Mad Dog with KONOHA and then have another libero like Nishinoya, and then you swap Iwaizumi with Tanaka and you have another bond here. You can also go with, like, if you have a Shijima, you can go Shijima. You guys know that these spots are like pretty flexible. You can do whatever you want with them. Now the next team that I want to mention is the Fukurodani, a little different. So you guys can see that we have here 3 SP characters. These 2 URs from Itachiyama are just like here just to show you guys, but you can honestly go with any single libero or any single wing spiker. The important right here is these 5 players, you know. As I mentioned in the previous team, you can also go with the libero instead of the opposite. So if you didn't get Bokuto and you still want to go for the Fukurodani in the future, you have this option. And yeah, here we have SP Akashi and SP Bokuto together with SP Aone, just because they have which one it is? It's this one. They have a bond together, and this team is really strong. I want to show you guys some teams that JP players use. If we go right here into the top 100, we have a few players that are running the Fukurodani. I think I have right here on a notepad number 10. No, it's not number 10. Number 11 right here. Number 11 is running the Fukurodani. He isn't running the SP version. He's just running with the OR Bokuto. He also has SSR Akashi here. But the next one that I have right here, it's top 23. You guys can see this one is already using the SP version, but he doesn't have Aone. So he's running Kuro SP right here instead. And he's running Sakuzen Komori as well. He also has some other options in the bench. As you guys can see, he has the Kamomedai Duo. He has Sugawara Nishinoya, and he has Tsushima. And then we have top 74. He even has the manager from Fukurodani icon. And again, he's running the SP version. He has Aoni in the bench. He's running again the Kuro like the other guy. And he's running Washio and KONOHA. And this one is running SP Nishinoya with Konimi. So what the GP players that run Fukurodani do is that in order to get this buff, the team morale, they start the match with the SSRs from Fukurodani. It could be the libero as well. And then as soon as the match starts, they get the team morale and quickly swap them off for better characters like a Shijima, Kuro, any other character, to be honest. Even though the units are usable in this like early stage of the game that we don't have many URs or SP characters, people just like don't really play with them. They just get them to get the team morale, and that's it. For their memories, I would say that Washios and Komis are the best ones. If you want to know in more details what they do, I suggest this video that is showing on screen right now. So that's all I want to say for today. As always, take care. Bye.